I already made this video a month ago and I didn't post it. I just felt like I needed to chill out a little bit and just let other people do their own thing. Well, anyway, here I am in a more relaxed environment. And here I am with my dog, Freddie. Say hi, Freddie. But here's what I started. I went shopping at a British Heart Foundation charity shop yesterday, and I was blown away by their pricing, but not in a good way. Honestly, I'm angry, and here's why. A number of times over this weekend, I had a number of people ask me what my thoughts were on British Heart Foundation stores closing, hundreds of stores. And also before that, Bernardo's made an announcement they were closing hundreds of stores. And it feels like that people are worried that charity shops are going to be all closing. And it's really not the case. And the British Heart Foundation said that changing consumer habits were what was causing it to have to close all these stores. And you can't pin this on the customers because their prices are what are changing customers' habits. Their prices are more expensive than eBay, more expensive than the shops that you visit to buy something brand new. And I can prove it. 2 years ago, I went into a British Heart Foundation here in Reading and I bought 50 Time magazines for £5, which I thought was an absolute bargain. I also bought a record that I really wanted. That cost me £1.99, I'm sure. If not, it could have even been £1, but let's for argument's sake say £1.99. Absolute bargain for when you find a surprise record that you didn't know that was going to be out there and you just pick it up. So a month ago, as I said, I went in and these were the prices that I found. Firstly, what jumped out to me was a Tails controller holder. Tails from Sonic and Tails and Sonic the movie. They had a price of it. I'm probably going to put just here, £100 for this controller holder in a box in the shop. I was like, my God, £100 for that? That's no way worth it. So I very quickly did what many people would do and checked out the internet. And eBay was selling, or had somebody selling one for £99.50. And plus postage, so taking it over £100. But that was for sale, right? It hasn't sold at that price, and it won't sell at that price. So I quickly clicked the button where you find out what the sold prices were, and I found that they'd sold for just over £20, including postage, up to £29.99 with free postage. And that felt more about right. If you like Sonic and you like Tails, then maybe you'll spend up to £30, sure, but not £100, more than 3 times that price. So I had to tell them. I just had to poke my nose in, I guess, really, but I had to tell them that, by the way, you're listing this for more expensive than somebody has been able to buy this on eBay. And so the lady behind the counter got on her phone and she showed me the eBay listing that showed that the eBay listing was £100. So they were listing it for £100. And forget to point out, my dog is walking around sneezing, bless you. Freddie, no one wants to see your bum. Thank you. So now, forgetting that, all on me, all up on me. Now forget that somebody looking for that on the internet might want to spend some money on it. On eBay for £30, but somebody just wandering into a charity shop looking for a surprise, looking for a bargain, isn't going to want to pay £30 for that. They'd want to pay a lot less, I don't know, £15, £10, a push £18, I guess. Anyway, so she showed me the price. I explained to her that that wasn't the sold price, that was the for sale price that hadn't sold. And she put it back up on the shelf. So the picture that you saw earlier of it being in the store was where she had already put it back on the shelf. And it wasn't alone. I then found vintage toys, retro toys, left, right and center, all with similar pricing. For example, this Starship Enterprise, NC whatever, was being sold there for £80 that had sold for less than £50 online. A Wall-E remote controlled infrared robot being sold for £100 in store, but sells for around £30 on eBay. A Crash Bandicoot controller holder, £45 in store, £24 online-ish, and even more through the magic of editing I can show you on here now. But what I'm trying to say is, don't blame your customers that their shopping habits have changed, because they have not. Your prices have changed, and you're driving your customers away because you don't understand that people don't want to spend more in a shop than they can purchase for online. So that's what it breaks down to. Your customers' habits haven't changed. Your pricing has changed and you're driving your customers away. Charity shops still need to be a place where you can walk in and find a bargain and realize that you just can't walk out and let it go because that price is an absolute steal. It's amazing to find some of the things you find in charity shops. And people who donate all of those items to charity shops are so kind. I don't think that they expect immense profiteering to be happening. I think they expect customers to be able to buy a product at a decent price and that the charities earn some decent money, but keep that stock flowing. And if it's a price for a reseller that can go on and sell it on eBay themselves or Vinted changed the game really by making decent pricing accessible. eBay have maintained the transparency that you can go and find the prices and find what something really is selling for. And I just got so frustrated by what I saw in that charity shop and, to be honest, some others as well, that I couldn't hold this video off any longer. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I'll see you tomorrow. You shouldn't charge your customers more than they can buy something that they're getting delivered straight to their door. It's ridiculous.